Our sponsors: The Finkley Experience, an educational consulting firm that specializes in first-generation education, in which prepares high school students for college. For more information, visit their website at thefinkleyexperience.com. Father to Father Incorporated, a nonprofit organization that strengthens families through father engagement, with a goal to help men in our communities to be great dads. For more information, visit their website, fathertofatherinc.org. ABLAZE Entertainment. The goal of ABLAZE is to take emerging artists and develop them to the next level of their career. For more information, visit their website at ablazeentertainment.net. Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Otis.
And I'm Charlie.
From Put a Ring on It, and you're watching the Michael Finkley Show.
Next, Finkley. Imagine being in the wrong place at the wrong time and this one decision changing your life forever. Our guest today tells the story. Damion Smith is with us and tells his side of the story of events leading to a sentence of 25 years to life. It's a show you don't want to miss. Next, Michael Finkley.
It's my biggest dream come true. It's my biggest dream come true.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Michael Finkley Show. Thanks for joining us today. Now, have you ever paid attention to that voice inside of your head that says, don't do it or don't go? Sometimes we listen, sometimes we don't. My best friend Bonnell and I, we talk about the past a lot. And many times that when we were younger, we were in situations like, how in the world are we going to get out of this, right? And we're supposed to look like what we've been through, but we don't, thank God. But in listening to that voice, it can save you dramatically. Our guest today was in the wrong place at the wrong time, just working, minding his business, just working. But one decision, good or bad, changed his life forever. Damion Smith is with us as he tells his story of how this one decision led him to be incarcerated. This is a story you don't want to miss, Fink Fam. Back in a moment. Next, Damion tells his side of the story. Don't go away.
This is comedian Eric Escobar, the Mexipino millennial, and you are watching Gold right now. You know why? Because you're watching The Michael Finkley Show. Stay tuned.
Next, Finkley. Meet the friends of Finkley. DeAndre and Brittany Townsend are with us as they talk about life, being entrepreneurs, and being married. And of course, they talk about their fantastic business, Pearl's Child Care Learning Center. Next, Michael Finkley. Hello, everybody. It's Finkley from the Finkley Experience. We're an educational consulting firm that specializes in first-generation education. So we assist students with their college and career endeavors. We train school administrators on the state of first-generation students. And also, we partner with colleges and universities to assist their first-generation population for easy transition from high school to college. So if you're looking for a presenter or speaker that presents on these topics and so much more, visit our website at thefinkleyexperience.com and learn about all that we do. We're looking forward to working with you. Everybody, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Now, y'all, my next guest, he's an example of when it comes down to persons being wrongly accused by the system that we live in, but he still is living a blessed life, I tell you. He is author and poet, Damion X. Damion, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
You are very welcome. We share a mutual friend, Eric Foster. Eric, and he brought us together. And when he told me about you, I'm like, yeah, I need his information. Bring him on, bring him on, bring him on. Please. But you do have an incredible story. But before we get to it, I must ask this question. When you think of the word freedom, what does that mean to you?
It means everything, man. My perspective on it completely got changed once it got snatched away, for that time period. It makes you just grasp onto the word and just hold on to it, and it brings a different meaning to it when it's been taken away from you, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And in hearing your story, how it was taken away from you. So let's go back to that time, Damion, when it was taken away from you. What were the events that led up to that point?
Ooh, it's been a while, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't reflected on it too much and really talked about it that much, to be honest with you. Um, it was normal to me. It was regular, you know, every day. And I just went to work, went to class, like everything was normal. And then the events took place at night. And one thing led to another. I went from trying to be of assistance to being put in handcuffs, being accused of something, being shown no evidence of the accusation, and then falsifying reports on it. And the next thing I know, I'm in jail. It all happened really, really quickly. Like it was literally
like within a matter of days, hours?
No, it was within a matter of hours. Like
wow,
within a matter of hours.
Wow. So what were you exactly accused of?
I was accused of taking part in a robbery that occurred.
Okay. Was this in your neighborhood? Was it?
No, it was at my place of employment. At the time I was going to school full time as well as working full time.
Gotcha. And when you were accused of that situation, what was going through your mind at the time?
To be 100% honest with you, at first I almost thought it was a joke. I almost thought it was like, okay, you guys are kind of reaching here. Like, I understand you're, you know, detectives and all this stuff, but like, come on, man. And it got real for me when the handcuffs got on. Like, that's when it got real. And even then, I was still a little like, there's no way this is gonna like stick. There's no way this is gonna like turn into an actual thing. You know, I'm like, oh, they'll figure out like there's no way I could be a part of this, and like they're gonna let me go. Like they're gonna clear this up. They're gonna let me go. Yeah, no, that did not happen. That did not happen.
So were you working or were you?
Yeah, I was working.
Okay.
No, I was working there. Yeah.
Wow. But I'm just like, how did you get caught up in it though?
Because I knew the other two individuals. And what the detectives tried to do was say, oh, since you know him and you know him, then. And I kept trying to tell them, yeah, no, I don't know anything about what's going on here. I know how it looks. I know how y'all looking at it. I get it. You guys are cops. But it's not that. Here's proof that it's not that.
Yeah.
They wouldn't take that. They wouldn't accept that. So.
And how long ago was this?
This was in October 29th, 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
Wow. So after those handcuffs were on and you went to the police station, did you think that you were going to go home immediately because it was a mistake?
Yeah, I really thought I was going to be sitting there for a couple hours, maybe at tops, maybe the next morning or so, 2-3 days, maybe go by, they clear it up, drop the charges, let me go. I seriously thought that's how it was going to go. It got serious for me, or it got really real. I think it was the first bond hearing that I went to, and they said no bond. And it was kind of funny because that was the first time in my life I learned what the acronym PBL means. And at the time I was really green. I'd never been to jail, anything like that. Was never running the streets or anything of that nature. And one of the guys inside, he read the A form, and he was like, yo, man, what did y'all do? Like, what did you do? You got a PBL. And I was like, a PBL? What's that? Punishable by life. I was like, wait, the same look on your face? That's the same exact look I got. I was like, wait a minute, you mean to say that I can go to jail for life? It was like, yeah, bro. I was like, no, whoa. That's when it kind of like, whoa, what is going on here? Like, whoa.
Okay, so punishable by life, robbery. What was stolen?
I forgot the exact amount. It's in the paperwork from the courts and all that stuff. But it was money, but I can't remember the exact amount that was taken.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. So when you heard that, and how old were you at the time?
I was 23 maybe. I believe I was 23, 23. Because I was in my Jordan year going into my Kobe year. I actually turned 24 in jail.
Gotcha. And so what happened after that?
It honestly, it went from bad to worse. Because again, they denied the bond the first time. And then after a while of sitting there and realizing I wasn't getting out, a couple guys I met in there, they, jailhouse lawyers, they put me on game, and I started reading LRA, started doing my research, started figuring out, how to do what's what. And I figured out how to get another bond hearing. But at the time, my representation, my lawyer, she was just not on my side. She wasn't really trying to see things my way. She wasn't really trying to help me, to be completely honest with you. And I actually ended up getting my bond denied twice.
In a period of what time?
This was what? The first bond hearing is when you first get locked up. And then we hit another one, I want to say around December. So it was like October, November, and then like we got it towards mid-December. We ended up getting another bond hearing, but of course it got denied. And yeah, at that point I was just like, so it's actually no, my bond got denied 3 times. Now that I think about it, because the second time my family came to court. Mm-hmm. I had family and friends on my behalf, wrote letters from professors, football coaches. And that judge just saw fit to not let me out.
Wow.
Despite having no criminal history, not so much as a traffic ticket.
Wow. And so what was the sentence?
I never got sentenced. I was only accused of a crime. And what happens is when you're accused of a crime, you can be held, depending on the degree of the crime, you can be held for, X amount of time. My crime was punishable by life, according to the state of Florida. So that is a non-bondable offense, meaning you don't get a monetary bond unless you put in a motion to get a bond, which my lawyer did, but it got denied. Then my new lawyer did, and it got denied. So after that, it was like, well, now you just sit and you have to wait till a trial. If you either take it to trial or you take a plea deal. The plea deal they were offering me was upwards of 12 years in prison. And I simply, the same look you gave me, I gave them. Like, no, I'm not doing 12 years in prison. You go do 12 years in prison. I'm not going to do that. And so at that point, I made up my mind that I'm going to go to trial. I'm going to fight this, like, all the way, like, it's all or nothing. Like, I really had no choice. They put my back into a corner. And so I was like, I'm fighting. Like, that's all I know how to do is come out fighting. I don't know how to just lay down and just give up and say, okay, you guys win. Like, no, like, I'm fighting. And I had to tell my family members, my aunt, shout out to my auntie Queenie. I had to let her know, like, auntie, I understand, like, you guys are scared for me. I understand you guys are on the outside looking in. You guys don't have as much details about what's going on. I can't really tell you over the phone because, all phone conversations are recorded. And so I had to let her know, look, I can sleep well at night knowing I fought, knowing I tried. I can't sleep if I take that deal and just say, okay, I give up. This is too much for me, guys. You guys win. This is just, the system is too big for me. It's too much. I can't do anything. And that's no disrespect to anybody that, takes a plea deal, because each situation is different. Yeah. But for me personally, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not taking that. Like, I'm fighting. If I get a state number, it's going to be because y'all had to spend some money to give me that state number.
So how long did you stay incarcerated?
What's up, everyone? It's Jalil Thurman here, your boy from HBCU 101, Yard Talk 101 in the building. And I just want to let you know you're watching the Michael Finkley Show. Aha, don't go nowhere.
Welcome to Father to Father.
The mission of Father to Father, Charleston, South Carolina, is to help fathers in the Low Country area of South Carolina to be a positive and consistent presence in their children's lives. Father to Father provides community-based programs and support groups for fathers free of charge. They also help fathers connect to other resources they need so they can meet their responsibilities and secure their parental rights. Father to Father offers job coaching and employment connections that benefit fathers. Father to Father is a resource for local organizations that want to provide family support and father-friendly services. If this program is a fit for you, visit our location in North Charleston, South Carolina, and meet our friendly staff here to help and assist. Or visit our website at fathertofatherinc.org. So, how long did you stay incarcerated?
Ooh, 42 months. I was arrested on October 29, 2015. I came home April 25th, 2019. So 42 long months.
42 months, and you didn't do a thing. When did the courts realize, oh my God, she's innocent?
They never realized it. It took the jury to deliberate and say not guilty. That was the only time. There was never any recognition. There was never any, it was none of that. It was, they say innocent till proven guilty, but it's not that. And I'm telling you that from personal experience. You know, again, I had no record, no anything. And I'm telling you, they look at you as a number. Once you get in that system, you're a number. That's all they care about. You're a number and a dollar sign. There's no rehabilitation there. There's no any of that fallacy that they try to tell to the public. No, none of that's real. It's all money. It's all corrupt.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on the 42 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
It gives me sometimes, like I said, I don't really reflect on it too much, too often, but yeah, it was 42 months. It was like 1 month turned into 6 months, turned into a year, turned into 2 years, turned into 30 months, then turned into 35 months, then turned into 40 months, and then, yeah.
Wow. And how did this situation change your life?
It changed it drastically, man. Like I said, I went from just being a regular college student, working and going to school, to literally learning how to survive, in jail overnight. And it made me more aware of the reality of where we live. It made me more aware of like the type of system that's in place, that's always been in place, but that anybody, literally anybody, can fall victim to it. And I think one of the misconceptions that we have is people who don't have experience of personally going to jail or personally dealing with the authorities, or don't have family members who have gone through that situation, you're kind of ignorant to it. You don't know any better. And I myself was like that. Prior to this happening, I'm thinking like, oh, anybody that gets arrested and goes to jail must have done something. There's no way you would just get picked up for no reason. I know the system is corrupt, but there's no way they can just throw people in jail and throw charges on them. There's no way they can do that. Yeah, no, they do. They do that all the time. Like, they do it all the time. And it's almost like, you ever seen a really prideful person that can't admit when they're wrong, even though you know for a fact?
Yeah.
That's what this system is. It's a really prideful thing that just, despite any type of evidence or any type of anything that's presented to say that, hey, you might not be correct here. You might be off here. You might be wrong here. And it might be according to your own rules that you put in place, but they refuse to admit it. Like, they will never openly say, okay, our mistake, my bad, that's on us. It will never be said. So it literally puts you in a position to where you either have to succumb to them and what they want, or you fight. And most of the time, poor and impoverished people, Black and brown, descent, we don't have the monetary funds to come get a lawyer for, 50 grand or 30 grand or 10 grand. I, for one, can speak on that. My family didn't have money to get me a lawyer.
Right.
I had a public defender. Shout out to Tara Kawas. Oh my gosh. She knows. We here. She knows, man. I give her the utmost respect. That lady fought for me like I was her child or her brother or her son. Man, I really appreciate her, for real. People like her are needed.
I hear you. Especially when the wrongdoing is there, right? The wrongdoing is there. We have people that step in and assist us.
Yeah.
So since that time, how are you now, Damion X, changing the world?
I'm good, man. I'm just trying to tell my story. Chronicles of X. It's the first one. Yes, go and get it, read it, man. This is the entire story of what I was going through, all of those emotions I was feeling, all of those dark moments I was at, all of those, moments of feeling hopeless. They're all in this book. The first one is, as well as the second one, going through the heartbreak and the pain of being, incarcerated, then being in a relationship, then not being in a relationship, and then going through the pains of that. I've been through a breakup before, but anybody who ever been locked up, no, you ain't been through a breakup. So you've been through a breakup while you in jail. That one right there hit different. That hits on a whole different level. And I say that because it's not superficial like most people think. It puts you in a place to where you have to face your emotions. You can't, go do all these different things like go party and go drink and go do all these different things to distract your mind. There, you're faced with it. You can go play spades, you can go play dominoes, but at the end of the night, when the lights go off and you just land on your bunk and it's just you and you, what are you thinking about? What's playing in your head? You have to face all of those things.
Right.
The good, the bad, the ugly. You have to face them because where else you gonna go?
Exactly.
What else you gonna do?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. Oh my word. You have your book, right? People can definitely hear your story through this amazing piece of literature. Like you said, the good times and the bad times as well. What else are you working on?
I actually finished my third book. It's called Revelations of a Secret Poet. I'm going to be releasing it very, very soon. I actually just released my first shirt from my company, Rebel Vibes. See this? Y'all like it? Y'all follow my social media if y'all want it. I have my Shopify Rebel Vibes shop. It's almost done. It's about 90% completed. I'm hoping to have it completed by the time this interview comes out. So I'll have more shirt designs because I'm an artist as well. Not only just poetry, I do artwork. I have a very, very creative mind, all of which I rediscovered during my time of incarceration. So as crazy as it was and as bad as it was actually very good in that same light, or in that same breath rather, because I discovered all these hidden talents that I had. I used to draw and stuff when I was a kid, but then I started playing sports. So I kind of, left it on the back burner. When I got in there, I was kind of like, let me see if I can do this. And I started sketching, and one thing led to another. I discovered I could still draw. I could still, create different things. And I just took it from there. I was like, man, this is what I want to do when I get out. I want to start me a company. I want to start investing in my words. I have all these poetry. I have about 7 poetry books. It's just I only have 3 of them published right now, but I'm working on the other ones as well. I actually have a novel that I'm working on. I'm going to release that. I have a lot, man. I got a lot going on.
That is amazing. Please keep going because your words matter. Your story matters as well. When you're welcome, when people read your story, hear your story, and they finish with it, right? What feelings or emotions do you want people to realize about themselves?
I want people to realize like you have depth to you, more depth than you think. For me, it took a situation of that magnitude for me to reach down and pull that up out of me. But we all have this, particular version of depth in us. And I would just tell people, don't let that extreme situation pull it up out you. Embrace it. Sort of like how we did when we was kids, when I used to draw all the time, when I made up my own little wrestling league of characters and stuff. Embrace that same childlike concept and you will be surprised what comes out of you,
I love it. Well said, my friend. Well said. One more time for the Fink fam. How can we purchase your book, your shirts, and how can we follow you on social media?
All right, y'all gotta follow me on Instagram. Give me a second to pull it up. You can reach me at DamionX_210. If you follow me on there, you can find everything that's linked to the book. I have the Amazon link on there. I have the posted instructions for the shirt. I have my business Cash App put up there and instructions on how to get the shirts. Again, it's just doing this way until my Shopify shop comes up. Then I have everything available. But for this particular one, you got to come through me to get this one. I have some exclusive ones. You have to only come through me to get. All the other ones you can get on Shopify, though.
I love it. In your books?
They're on Amazon. They're all on Amazon available right now. Chronicles of X Part 1, Chronicles of X Part 2. Revelations of a Secret Poet will be on Amazon very, very soon. Working on the final little edits for that, and then I'll officially release that.
All right, Fink fam, you heard it here. Definitely a story of triumph, but he has turned that triumph, right, into his success. Damion X, everybody. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
You're very welcome. Fink fam, don't you go away. Back to
Hey, I'm John Marshall Jones. Some of y'all know me as Smart Guy Daddy. And you are watching The Michael Finkley Show.
CTR Media Network was created for today's podcasters. We provide a safe haven for content creators that are everyday people doing extraordinary things. We have a system of positioning, monetization training, coaching, and support for our podcasters' success. CTR Media Network simply bridges that gap with a level playing field for your dreams to come true cost effectively. Our team provides a premium service and experience for our podcasters to grow. CTR Media Network provides access, support, resources, coaching, and community for our podcasters to win, if you put in the work. We believe that we are living in a unique time which requires you to share your message of hope with millions of people around the world. Remember that the world is never too saturated for you, your voice and message. A platform for positive impactful media where the content creators are in the driver's seat. Visit our website today by going to www.ctrmedianetwork.com.
Michael Finkley Show. We back Monday. You know what I'm saying? We're hitting the week off strong. So for this week, something I want you to work on is bad habits. Like, we all have habits. We all have good habits and bad habits. And for some reason, it's just the way that this world works. It just seems like you can do a lot of good things, but it just them bad habits just keep you from going further than where you should be or could be at. Like, literally, you not taking care and stopping bad habits could take you from here to here if you lose control over it. And that can be anything. Like, it's so many habits, bad habits that people have. Whatever it's bad eating, gambling, or whatever it is. When you get control over these habits, these bad habits, your life go from here to here. Cause it in place discipline. It in place you being consistent about things that is blocking you from your blessing. So for me, I had to ask myself, and this is the same question you have to ask yourself, what are some habits that have kept me from reaching where I could be at? And that's in everything in life. You have to ask yourself, sit down and write down what you need, and sit down and say, what do I need to take care of? What bad habits is keeping me from being at the top of my life? What habits that are bad is keeping me from reaching that goal, that weight goal? That what bad habits is keeping me from being at my dream? What bad habit is keeping me from reaching my goals? Like, you have to sit and ask yourself this. And when you sit and ask yourself this and you sit here and write them down, then you start realizing, like, this has stopped me from doing this. This has stopped me from doing this. And when you get that in control and you stop the bad habits, your life will go from here to here. This is when you go from great to phenomenal. This is when you go from average to good. Like, this is where you take an extra step forward, but it starts with the habits, because your habits is something that you do every day. So be mindful of your bad habits, take control over it, knock it out the park, and I guarantee you this season 5, you will become greater than you ever been. Like I said, season 5 is when we become great and we go to phenomenal.
So this is is your Louisiana girl, Denise Boutte, coming at you on the Michael Finkley Show. And you guys may know me from Why Did I Get Married as the really sweet girl Trina, or maybe Meet Browns as Sasha. But I'm coming at you guys from the great state of California, but originally from Louisiana, because you know I can't lose that Southern girl, baby. All right, you guys stay tuned to Michael Finkley.
Next, Finkley. Meet the friends of Finkley. DeAndre and Brittany Townsend are with us as they talk about life, being entrepreneurs, and being married. And of course, they talk about their fantastic business, Pearl's Child Care Learning Center. Next, Michael Finkley. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. I hope that you learned something from our guest today. Thank you so much, Damion, for being with us and just telling your story. This was his first time telling his story, and I'm so glad that you chose us to trust us enough to get it right. So thank you so much, Damion. We really appreciate you. And again, much success to you in the future. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Michael Finkley Show, ring that bell for notification. We'll see you an email saying, hey, new content's available. Listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And for more information about what we do here on the show, visit our website, michaelfinkleyshow.com. Just remember that we're also on RokuTV and U42 under the Raspy Network. Thank you so much for watching, Think Fam, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.